Hello and welcome to Broadsword Wargaming. My name is Ollie, and in this video, I am going to review and talk about the 3 most common things people keep telling me I need to buy that will improve my hobby game. The first thing is a paint stand, the second is a paint shaker, and the third is a light box. I'm always telling people to go buy an airbrush. I just did a video on how to airbrush. If you haven't seen it, do check it out because that's something I found to be game changing for the hobby. The first one here is the light box, and this is the Amazon Basics one. It cost me £100. I got it from Amazon.eu, so it might be slightly bit cheaper for you. It has 2 magnetic LED strips you attach to the top. It assembles with some plastic poles, and it has a diffusion cloth here you can raise and lower depending on what you're doing. And that for me is the thing that I struggled the most with my smaller light boxes. The diffusion was too close to the models. You couldn't diffuse them properly, so they were kind of blown out. And also, I couldn't really shoot the whole of a larger model in the smaller light box. This one is particularly large. If you haven't got a lot of room, it might not be for you, but I thought it's really good. It has a hole in the front and a hole in the top for shooting your models, whether you want to shoot top down or straight across. The other thing is both lights are dimmable. They have separate dimmer switches, so you could light the back or the front of a model if you wanted to. How does it look in box? It looks like this. That's from dark all the way up to light. Now, obviously this is going to depend on what the settings are on your camera or what camera you are using. How do I feel about it? Overall, for 100 quid, a good box. It is expensive, but we spend a lot of money on the hobby. So for me, it's probably a good investment if you have the space. The second thing is the Vortex paint shaker. And this is the main thing I wanted to get to today because this is what everyone tells me I should get. Passing that information along, I decided to phone up Luke from Geek Gaming and tell him he should get one too.
Do you want?
How do? It's Luke. No, what are you up to?
I'm setting up my camera for a stream with Elson on Friday.
Well, stop that, because I have something more important than that to tell you, and it's something you need to do immediately.
It best be bloody good.
I don't know yet, but everyone's told me to do it, so I'm telling you to do it. It is buy yourself an electric paint shaker.
I just shake my paints by hand. I'm a Yorkshireman.
All of them?
Well, not all of them, no.
Everyone's telling me to do it. It's the new trend, and I'm not even a gadget man, and I know you aren't either, but this is the gadget to have, apparently.
How much are they?
100 quid.
How much?
100 quid. Yeah, and 100 quid.
Right, well, leave it with me.
Yes, you heard it right, £100. This is the Vortex paint shaker. I got this again from Amazon. There will be a link down below. It is the more expensive one. I spoke to both my brothers and they both own this, and they have previously had the cheaper ones and found them to break or not do as good a job. So I thought I'd get a load of paints here, some that need mixing, some that like the Tesseract Glow there. The Xandri Dust is really old, the metals always need more of a shake. Test them out and let you guys know just how good or not these are. The Tesseract Glow, you can see there the paint has parted. This is a very thin paint. It's a bit like a wash type consistency. How does it work? You just plug it in. It does take a bit of a knack here to push this down. Now, it doesn't actually look like that in reality. I think the camera can't pick up the speed in which it shakes, but it's shaking so fast, your hand can't see it. It's kind of like when you look at a car tire, a car wheel, and it looks like it's going in slow motion. It's doing that. In reality, this is going really, really, really fast. Your eye can't keep up. So I'm assuming the camera is making it look like slow motion, like a weird wobbly thing. Even my hand looks a bit weird. I held this down for about 30 seconds. You can shake it upside down as well. You will find there's a bit of a knack to, if you push too hard, you might slow it down a little bit. If you push from the side, it's a different angle. This Xandri Dust here, I actually scraped away some of that dry paint just to give it a fairer test, but this has not been shaken in a fair while. I got this, did the same thing, jammed it down, pushed it on, and it actually, now I've used it even more, it spins round as well, so I think it's kind of a circular motion. These are used for test tubes and things like that in science labs, so I'm pretty good at shaking stuff up. How does it look afterwards? We'll find out in a second, because what I'm going to do is double shake. Now, this one was quite fun. It does make your hands feel a little bit weird after a while, to be honest with you. Now I've used it, I can see the value in it. I can see what people are talking about. Doesn't that look weird in slow motion, by the way? It's so weird. I think it did a cracking result in the end and is something I would recommend you get. That's the Xandri Dust after I've scraped some bad stuff away and given it a proper shake in there. That looks almost new and is totally usable. This paint here, I didn't let it settle, so it's a little bit foamy, but that is totally mixed as well. Didn't take me very long. Highly recommend getting a paint shaker because I can't even shake my scale 75 paints. So I'm looking forward to shaking all of my paints when I get home. Woo! This last tool was sent to me by one of you guys, so thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. It is a paint stand. This is used to hold your Nuln Oils and your Agrax Earthshades. If you guys know me at all, you'll have seen I've spilt far too many of these in the last few videos. All you have to do is jam the paint in. I'll give you a little test now, so pop the paints in, it squeezes in quite easily. It's a perfect fit actually, it's kind of like a rubbery material. There are tons of different types of these things you can get, but it's so hard to knock over. Look, this is me giving it a fair push and knockabout, perfect for me. So yeah, get one of these as well because it will save you money. But that's it for me, short and sweet. If you've liked this video, please do make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit the alarm bell below for more videos. Check out the links below as well if you wish to support the channel. There is Patreon and several other ways to do it. And finally, thank you guys. Do make sure you go and check out Luke's video as well because he bought the cheaper one as a northerner, as you'd expect. So check that out as well and see what he thought.